So you want to take names whilst maximising the hurt? Oh yes, you've come to the right place. There's the medieval way. There's the old way. There's the Bollywood way. And I'd like to introduce you to the easier way, the better way, the drone way. So you can't run a mile? Check, no problem. So you can't do a pull-up? Check, no problem. So you have chronic asthma? Check, no problem. So, you no longer need to be a 6 foot 250 pound brick shithouse to join the fun. Can you sit in a fat boy? Roger that. Do you have the use of your thumbs? Roger that. Can you see with glasses? Roger that. Can you string a sentence together? Roger that. Well, it's your lucky day. Your country needs you. Just sign on the dotted line. War it's hell, I know. As my mother always said, keep your underwear clean, you might get hit by a buzz. But I transgress. Here we have the first generation surveillance gear. It has its limitations, as you can see for yourself. But cometh the hour, cometh the man. Frank Wong, the world's first drone billionaire, founder of DJI, China's biggest seller of commercial drones. It's said he could have become a multi-billionaire if he had switched to producing military drones, but he didn't, and maybe the world's a better place for it. Wong founded DJI in 2006 and ran it out of his dorm room at Hong Kong University. God, I just love a success story. Anyway, with a few plastic parts, a USB charger and a cheap camera, the battlefield is yours. Nothing is moving without being surveilled. And if surveilled is not a real word, then nothing is moving without being seen. And if you are seen, then a world of hurt is going to be dropped down on your head. Listen, you have been warned. Just take a moment to appreciate how drone warfare has helped decimate the real estate prices in this area. You can now get a 2-bedroomed apartment with a rustic view and copious amounts of air conditioning for 1,000 rubles. Yes, son, use your training and hit the highly volatile drone with a stick. Yes, you'd better run. So assaulting that pillbox, trench, house, or even your mother's pantry can often pose a delicate problem. Here we have some GIs pinned down and looking for divine inspiration. That barbed wire they had for breakfast is long gone, and it's down to desperate men, desperate measures to remedy the situation. Let's watch this GI take out the bunker. So here we have a Steve McQueen clip. I've included it in the video because it's got Steve McQueen in it. I know you're asking yourself why. Why Steve McQueen? Well, if you want to get laid more often, just watch a few of his films. He's not called the King of Cool for nothing. Anyway, back to the script. There's an easier way. There's a better way. There's the drone way. Let's see some buildings get smashed. So, your country hasn't got what you might call a real navy. So your country can't send in the aircraft carriers and big ships with big guns. So your country can't float off the coast of a minor state and intimidate them with untold violence. Why, you may ask, why? Well, maybe the recently elected political party are a bunch of morons. Maybe the elected political parties spent too much on their diversity, equality and inclusion policies. Maybe the elected political party is just corrupt. Well, on this channel there's no such thing as problems, we only have solutions. And today's solution is the bathtub armada. Every household has one, and a lot of people just wouldn't mind donating theirs for the country's greater good. But hold on, I hear you say. There's an easier way, there's a better way, there's the drone way. Oh, just look at this cute sea baby. Don't you just want to cuddle it? So sleek, so fast and so deadly. But don't just take my word for it. Kaboom! Kaboom! By the end of 2023, the Sea Baby had transformed from a kamikaze attack drone carrying 850 kilos of explosive to a multi-purpose platform capable of carrying different loadouts for various tasks, with examples included guided missile launchers and mounted machine guns. Its uses are only limited by the imagination. Kaboom, baby, kaboom! Kaboom, baby, kaboom! And boom again! We have all been there. What a glorious day. It started really well. Some mouldy rice and a few crawly things for breakfast. A scented, lightly fragrant Dear John letter from your fiancée, who promised to wait for you forever, but banged the baker the moment your ship disembarked. And to top it off, the corporal has assigned you latrine duty for the second time this week. But wait, what's that you hear in the distance? Is that the ominous trundling of armour? This is the moment you've waited for all your life. Let's grab a tank grenade and die for the Emperor. But there's an easy way. There's a better way. There's the drone way. So in conclusion, I can tell that you are now inspired and fully motivated. Well, all you need to do is get off your ass and build one of these babies. All the parts are readily available. I'm not sure about the RPG, but Jesus H. Christ, do I have to spoon feed you? The above 3 clips just highlight how easy it is to build your first drone. And if this is not your first drone rodeo, maybe you could have a go at building a sea baby. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you're one of a kind and a true Spartan. Anyway, if you have 1 ounce of compassion in you, for the love of God subscribe, because my wife, children and mistress snigger when they see my subscriber count.